Hello Internet, this is BoneCarlos coming to you live from Azeroth. They're bringing another vlog type thing. As you guys know, I do giveaways, and congratulations to Cry More Rivers 123. He went ahead and picked 1,600 Microsoft points, so I'm sure he's going to enjoy those as soon as he receives the code I sent him. I'd also like to point out that if you have a topic you'd like for me to discuss, any topic at all, leave a comment down below. Last week I talked about Linsanity, so anything you guys want me to talk about, leave a comment down below. I'll go ahead and take care of it. Since I didn't get a topic today for this video, I'm going to go ahead and talk about something that I want to talk about, and that's always interesting, so it's either good or bad. And what I'm going to be talking about today is what I think is the problem with Modern Warfare 3. And what I mean by problem is what I find a problem for me, in my opinion. Now, I know a lot of people like to say the spawn system is terrible, blah 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 blah. Yes, there is issues with the spawning system. People do spawn behind you or right next to you, and you just get bad spawns. But you know what? That happens in a lot of games, not just Modern Warfare 3. And on top of that, for every time that you've killed a person and they spawn behind you, you've also spawned behind a person that you just killed as well. So the spawning system works both ways. So I don't really count that as, oh my god, this is so terrible, blah 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 blah. No, what I'm talking about is just something a little bit more deeper, and I'm not sure if anybody has ever discussed this before. But I'd also like to point out, in my opinion, what I find to be the issue is more than likely going to be the maps. Now, what I'm talking about is just the original maps. I haven't downloaded or bought the new map packs, partly because I don't play Modern Warfare that much, and two is just I'm not interested, or at all. I'm not interested in those map packs. So I'm going to be talking about just the original maps in this video. Now, what my problem with the maps is, there's no variety to them. Now, I'm not talking about settings or anything like that, but I'm talking about just the actual map layout. First and foremost, the thing that really springs to mind that's easiest to just talk about is that there's no dedicated sniper map. There's no large map with multiple line of sights or sight lanes or whatever you guys want to call them. Most, if not all, of the maps in this game are smaller, compact, with a lot of spots to take cover, a lot of CQC opportunities, and that's fine. I understand why Infinity Ward and Activision went this route. They want their maps to be more compact because they want that high action, quick paced game types and just games in general. And I understand that, and that's fine, but I would also like for them to just throw in maybe 1 or 2 sniper maps. Right off the bat, I'm thinking in Modern Warfare 2, Afghan. Even though there are spots for CQC combats, I mean, you got the caves, the poppy fields, you got the overlook area in the back where there was like a little kind of ruins kind of area. You had all those spots, but you still had plenty of opportunities to snipe. There isn't that kind of variety in this game. It's mostly a map, 1 or 2 long sight lines, and that is it. Everything else is either indoors, alleyways, short buildings with a lot of obstructions. I mean, there isn't really any kind of a sniper dedicated map, so there's no variety in it. So making that whole sniper class pretty much obsolete. I mean, the few maps that you can possibly snipe on, more than though pretty much the only one that's pretty much a sniper level would be Bakara. But still, there's only 2 sight lines to that map. The middle, and then the left side if you spawn, I think it's C, in Domination. There's only those 2, and everything else is either buildings, alleyways, or just kind of ruined, kind of destroyed areas. C-Town, same thing. You got long sight lines along 2 edges or 3 of the maps, so 3 sight lines. Everything else is markets, alleyways. So there's really no maps to snipe. I mean, even this map, Interchange, there are plenty of opportunities for long sight lines, but they're all kind of obstructed by the hills and the cars and such like that. So the lack of map variety is probably the biggest my biggest issue with Modern Warfare 3, and it kind of transitions into the fact that it makes plenty of a couple of the weapons classes just obsolete and overshadowed by the other two. And what I'm talking about is snipers are obviously obsolete by the fact that there's no sniper maps. And with what I said before, with it being a lot of CQC battles, it comes down to either submachine guns or shotguns. And since all the shotguns are pretty much so underpowered in Modern Warfare 3, the submachine guns just kind of take the cake. And anything beyond mid-range, you're gonna have the assault rifles. And since there's no sniper level, you don't really need to choose a sniper rifle, since assault rifles could just take everything else out of the picture. And this kind of flows into my third point, where there's so much variety in the attachments and proficiencies that assault rifles could do pretty much anything a light machine gun can do. So you effectively take out 3 of the weapon types, and I'm not counting riot shields because they're riot shields. So effectively, with the lack of map variety, with the weapons and proficiencies, and the underpoweredness of shotguns, you're pretty much left with only 2 classes that are really worthwhile, and that's submachine guns and assault rifles. And the assault rifles, there's 1 or 2 weapons that are just overpowered where everybody chooses them. And same can be said about submachine gun. You get just locked into this niche kind of mentality where everybody just wants to win and just chooses those weapons over and over and over, along with the same kind of map styles. It gets kind of boring and repetitive, and that's what I feel is my biggest issue with Modern Warfare 3. So lack of map variety. This could be changed in the new maps. So I don't know if I'm wrong in that situation. You guys could let me know down below. Just kind of the underpoweredness of shotguns and the weapons and proficiencies make LMGs pretty much useless. So that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If not, leave a comment down below on what I could do to make these more enjoyable for you. Also, leave a comment down below on if you guys want me to talk about something in particular. Other than that, I'm going to get on out of here because it's raid night, motherfuckers.